Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot nay. Hey, good evening, everybody. I thought we'd confuse you a bit and change it up tonight and have me do the intro and start the show instead of Kins for a change. First time I've done it ever, I think. So we just thought we'd change it up and have a bit of fun tonight. Got a great night ahead of us with Matty from Beachlands Speedway there in Dunedin. He's the new promoter, was the president of the club, but has stayed on for a year as a promoter. And we got our two major sponsors that's supporting us this year, Vazey, Paul Vazey, Vazeneering, and Lance Ashton from TWS as well. So, and I've got my good mate Kin sitting there. He doesn't know what to do. He's normally the one talking right now, so I better quickly bring him in. Hey, old Silver Fox, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm surviving, mate. I'm all good. There was a bit of a difference there as well, but it was a nice difference, and good to change things up. And we've changed it slightly, obviously, as we do our tour down south to kind of see where tracks are. A lot of the calendars are not just about every track up and down the country. And I got to say, Wayne Norton had to do it today. 73 days till cutting the pole line into turn one. Caleb Ashton, how are you? Aaron Ferguson, good evening to you. Ray Muir, Ben Gilgore, Barry Hunter, Richard and Trudy, Cam McKinney as well, and many others have jumped on nice and early. Welcome back, Books. But what's been happening in your little world, mate? It's been a while. We haven't kind of spoken for about a week.
Yeah, I know. I got some hats. Got us some hats, didn't I? I got some. We got some beanies, Cockpit Media beanies. We're gonna sell off cheap as chips, probably $10 or $15. So we'll let people know when we put those up. And I made a flag, and I've just been working on our studio and doing things and trying to get that bloody camper of mine right as well. It's given me a bit of grief the last few days, but hopefully we've got all those bugs sorted out of that for her, so she's all good to go for travelling this season. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, mate, it's just been cold. Shit, it's been cold. And I don't know what it's been like down your way, everyone else's way, but Hawke's Bay it's the coldest I've seen it in probably 2 or 3 years, to be fair.
Yeah. Now we've had the cold weather up here as well. I think I'm just getting older, mate. I'm wearing my long johns a lot more these days, my thermal underwear. No, I'm just joking. Hey, Mike, you're real good, mate. G'day, Loz, over there in Niles. And been busy for me the last few weeks. Threw my name back in the hat to have another shot for a third term in local council. So everyone loves us when it comes to rates, comes to potholes. We don't seem to do
abuse.
Abuse, we get abused left, right, and centre. But, if I get back in there, I'm sure I can do another 3-year term in local government, mate. We'll see what happens. But I'm up for it, and I love a challenge, and, yeah, I'm into the political democracy world, I should say, in a nice way.
The democracy world, yeah. I tell you, I think it's worse than kindergarten at times, I think. So,
it is. The crazies that come out, I tell you what, we got all sorts going on around local government, but we'll just see what happens come October. And I'm just going to say, too, I'm going to do a big shout out to Valley Profile, who does a local paper in our region. They're going to do a bit of a story on you and I from what we received a couple of weeks back, the Speedway Award, and recognition of the 2 categories that you and I were finalists in one and successful. I can see your trophy in the corner. So once they put that to print, bro, I'll send you down the link in the digital copy so you can share that on our social media. They're going to do all that. And Jeremy, thanks on Shot 360 for allowing us to use your photo. And it sounds like I'm already doing a campaign on this side of things.
No. I just hope your crazies from your election don't come over our way. We already got enough crazies over here.
Hey, Simon Smith, how are you, mate? In Fiji. Mike Pugh, I'll take 3 beanies. There you go, Books.
Yeah. They're going to be cheap. I don't even know if I can show a picture. I wonder if I can work out how to do that.
Have you got one handy by you anywhere?
I see a picture on the message somewhere. Let me see if I can do it. You talk and make up a story.
Yeah,
and
okay.
tell them a story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. No.
my story of that is it's not family rated, mate. It's R18 rated. Should we bring Matt in while you look around and hunt around for
I
your?
found them. I'm just
you
gonna
found them?
I'm just
Pop it up, bro.
just trying to Oh, here we might be able to do. Oh, hang on, save.
Don't show anything else you don't want people to see.
Oh. Oh, hang on. I might have to just do it like that. Hang on. Let's see if we can work this out, people. So these are our beanies. Hang on. See if I can. Here we
have
go.
a tutu. Have a tutu. See if we can make it
Share
work.
my screen. See. Oh, that's probably come up on our thing. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll send these. Kinser's got the pictures. He should share his screen. It'll be easier for him in the messenger, bro.
Okay. Well, I'll.
So anyway, we've got these beanies done. We've done that. We've done it just on the cheap and make it cheap and nasty. But my son took one, of course, and he reckons they're really good and better than his own beanies and warm. I've got one here for, obviously one each here for Vazey and Lala, but I doubt they'll probably wear them unless I put beer in them for Paul. Maybe it might put beer or something in the cape. Oh, look, there you go. There's one part of it. You can sort of see it. And then if you show the big picture, kid, look at that. Whole heap of beanies. So there you go, people. If you want one, we'll put a price up once I get my shit together, basically.
People wondering, why the hell did these guys win their bloody
Mike from
prize?
Repco, mate, Repco saved me this week, mate. I got to take a big shout out to Repco Huntley. They sent me and sorted all my oils and filters and everything I needed for the camper. I'll have to give you a ring tomorrow, Mike, because I got one more thing I got to get for the camper for the COF. So it's going to be an expensive month for me on that bloody camper. But he wants 5 for his staff, mate. Look at that.
I see that.
Holy shit. But hey, look, I'm looking forward to the season starting. Looking forward to catching up with all these people like Mike around the country and stuff like that. Can you know, like, I think that's the fun part of it for us, isn't it? In the off season, I suppose it's like when we finished the Rees tour. You felt like you were happy. I was sort of happy it's over. I get to go home, but you made such good friends in that along the tour, and it felt like family. And you think, oh, I'm going to miss them all, you know, and it's a bit like when we travel around the country doing our thing, you know, the amount of people we meet and relationships we have with people, you sort of start to miss them a bit in the off season, mate. You know, like it's, and you finally, when you get around the tracks, you get to catch up with them all, and it's like catching up with old friends, and, you know, and that's the way we look at it, isn't it? I mean, everyone that watches our show, we treat like family as well, mate.
Yeah, hard out, you know, agree with you 100% on that as well. And like Wayne said, 73 days counting down. Thomas Scott, we're all good, mate. We've had a good day. Mikey, hey? Awesome to see the big G. Jerry Linklater as well, making awesome progress. Sid Ferguson as well, 93M, making some awesome progress. And it's good to see social media sharing the developments from their families on the progress of all of that. Terry Smith, how you going, Fireball? Lawson, mate, how are you? Darren Letwood, how are things going there? Who else we got on there, mate? Pretty well, that's about it. Shall we bring Matt and Ace in there?
Yeah,
Nice
they would
and
bring you
quiet
sitting there patiently listening to us babble on. Hey, Matty, how are you?
Good time. How you getting on?
Yeah, good to
mate.
catch up a little while back, be about a month ago at the SNZ AGM. And of course, we celebrated everyone's success as finalists. And, you know, what an awesome 2 or 3 days, mate.
Yeah, no, it was. No, it's always good to catch up with everybody and see where everybody's at. So, no, it was good.
Bit of change coming up for you, though, eh? Hey, stepping down from the press role. How long you been to press on the Custom Signs Beachlands Speedway?
On committee for 19 years, and I think 10 of them or 9 of them as president. So, yeah, no, a fair while. But yeah, I think I've done my dash, so it's time to hand it over to someone else.
And also, I just want to say, I know Booker did a bit of a look around as well, but congrats on your recognition too, actually, by the way, at the SNZ Awards.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, it's been, I guess, a lifelong passion, so it's always good to get recognised, and not why we do it, but it was nice.
What was it for? It was for so many years. How many years you been doing it?
19 consecutive on committee, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive, mate. Because I'm sure you put up with some real interesting people over that time.
Didn't know what you
I
had to say, you know?
But I put it in a political way, so maybe Matty would have said it. Interesting.
No, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. But you're not going to completely walk away. Obviously, you've got a new title at the track.
Well, just continuing on one of my many hats I had. I was already the promoter and president, so I've stepped down off committee and all that. But yeah, still helping out with the promotion side and helping as a sort of a mentor to the new president. He's stepped up from vice president and giving it a crack, and he'll do a good job. So I'm just in the background giving him advice when needed as well. But yeah, things we do is I guess I'm a life member of the club as well, so you can't step away fully. You got to keep my hand in to help them out.
Wow, man. Well
I've still
done.
got my. Sorry, Ken. I've still got my little Breeze bottle of beer here, mate. It's from the beach.
Nice. Yeah.
Look at that. Beachlands Speedway on that. I turned it into a lamp.
Nice. Oh, awesome.
There
Something different.
Oh, check that out. That's pretty bloody cool. That's really cool. But I would guess, though, Matty, that would have been one of the highlights of the previous season was seeing everyone part of the Reese Tour come down to your way. And obviously there are a few other highlights through the season, mate.
Yeah, no, the Reese Tour was awesome. Yeah, we loved having everybody here. And, we don't get super stocks here very often. We get them sort of once a year for an Otago Champs. But, that's only sort of a small number. So to have all the big names in that here was awesome. And yeah, no, it was for our club. It was really good. We managed to fill the stands up, and everyone got a good show. So no, that was one of our highlights. And we obviously had the New Zealand saloons and the South Island street stocks as well. So there were another couple of big meetings that we put on last year.
Have you ever thought about getting a paintball sniper to sit in the box?
Yeah, get those people
and get those ones that just stiff, mate. I couldn't believe that when I saw that. They sit in the sand dunes, Kins, beside the track and watch the. It's like, mate, yeah.
It's frustrating. It's happened for years, but we've tried many things over the years to deter them. But with it being council land, there's not a lot we can do. But yeah, it's a bit frustrating.
Paintball sniper, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Bloody council, eh? You ever thought of throwing your name into the local bloody council down there, mate?
What's that, sorry?
You ever thought of throwing your name in the hat to run for local council down there?
No. not PC enough, I don't think.
Oh, you might be able to get them off their bloody area. Hey, I just want to go back, and you made mention of Otago. Look, before someone puts it up in our bloody comments here, there's no likely return of the Cougars coming back to Palmy anytime soon, is there, mate?
Not the Cougars, no. We don't have super stocks contracted here, but stock car wise, got a good strong grade of stock cars now, and the guys are all set, ready to go to Rotorua for the teams. We're a bit unlucky to miss it last year, but we had a few of the young guys took a bit of time off to finish their apprenticeships and get qualified, and a few guys changed over to injection and things, so we couldn't quite put a team together last year, but they were all set, ready to go for like we're doing mainlands and Christchurch, and then going up to Rotorua for the big show. So it'll be good to see them back up there.
I was pretty impressed of your youth saloons at your track. Jeez, they are hauling, man. I couldn't get over how fast they were.
Yeah, they're faster than our production grade. Yeah. They go really good. Yeah, they got no fear, and they could be peddlers, all right. So youth saloons don't really get the bandwidth that mini stocks do, but we got 20 odd youth saloons, and they fill up all our adult classes. I think over the last 4 years we've only lost one or two drivers that haven't gone into adult class. Everybody else has moved into either production saloons or a couple into saloons, I think, street stocks, stock cars. So they're all moving up. But they drive hard, and they're not scared to put a lap time down, that's for sure.
Yeah. What age is a youth saloon? What age are we talking here,
Same as mini stocks.
Okay.
Same as it's exactly the same as mini stocks. It's all the rules are the same. They're still a youth class, 12 to 16. Everything's the same, but they're just in a production car rather than a mini stock. We went away from mini stocks about 10 years ago just because of the price. The economy is not as good down here, so there's not as much money around. So trying to convince families to shell out 10 to 15,000 for a mini stock was just too hard. It just died. But where they can, $2,500, $3,000 for a competitive use saloon, it's a lot easier to sell to a family that's coming along looking into it. So, and then also the benefit of it is when they get to 16, if they want to carry on in the same car they're comfortable with, they can race the same car in production. So there's the exact same rules as a production saloon. So they can just continue racing the same car in an adult class. So they don't have to outlay another lot of money for a new class. So yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, it seemed to be a popular class in South Island. Kinser went down there.
Yeah.
I think it was big in Invercargill too, down there with the youth saloons. But yeah, I was very impressed. I was like, oh, gee, these kids are bloody hauling. I was very impressed. Yeah, it was cool racing to watch actually. So yeah, very cool. I think I might have interviewed a couple too on the Pit Stevie when I was doing the interviews down there too. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool to see them grow and develop the class down there in the saloon area, especially down in the south. And like you say, what, $2 to $3 grand? How? You're not really busting the bank, are you? Breaking the ass to do what you need to do. What's been going on the track during the off season? I know you've had a fair bit of weather events happening up and down, not as bad as the top of the south and the Nelson region around that area. But what's been going on in the off season?
Well, we've just been still playing, so we're still in the process of building a new control tower. So we've been battling away with the council and trying to get consents and permits and everything. We'll jump through all the hoops and the red tape. So we were hoping to have our new tower built for the start of this season, but the council have delayed it so long that we've only sort of just got the approvals back now. So we've had to start the season with what we've got and build it throughout the season. So that's been a big focus. And other than that, we've just been tidying the place up. We spent a bit of time and money on it last year, so it was just a matter of just doing a bit of maintenance, a bit of tidy up, and getting ready for a new season.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Kind of, it's only next month. You got a practice. I see on the 20th, and you roll into October. But officially, it hits it with an opening night on the 18th, like most tracks up and down the country around the mid-October. Your fireworks is going to be a big night on the 1st of November.
Yep. So we always start predominantly around that October. We can't really run too later, and like the North Island runs sort of late April into May, where the weather just gets too cold and shit down here that time of year. So we've got to start a little bit earlier to get our meetings in. So that's good. And then straight into our fireworks night, which is always one of our big meetings. Yeah.
Ryan FM Saloon Series. How does sprint car teams work in November, mate? How does that work? It's not the teams we know, is it?
Well, it's a new event. So we've got one sprint car. Obviously, Ricky Bolton contracts to us in a sprint car, but in a super saloon. But we've got a good support of the local sprint cars from Cromwell and Invercargill, and that they come a couple of times a year to race with Ricky here. But we're trialing a new event this year, working with those guys it's pretty much to mirrors how teams work. So there'll be a couple of team captains. They'll be split into teams, and then they'll do a time trial. Fastest combined time gets to pick the grid. So if they pick one, then they get 1, 4, 5, all the alternative grids, and they get to put their drivers wherever they like on those grids for the heat races. They just can't use the same grid on the same car on the same grid twice. So a bit of strategic to work out. Some people's cars might be better in the drive, and then some guys might be better in the slick, so they might put them off the back in the drive and up the front of the slick. And then they do that throughout the night, and then whatever team has accumulated points at the end, the highest points wins. So something a bit different. It mirrors sort of what the contact classes do, just without the contact, and it just sort of gets them thinking a bit differently, thinking a bit strategic, so that should be interesting. It's the first time we've run it, but the guys seem pretty excited about it. So
cool. You've got your South Island stock cars, which no doubt will be big. Then you take a little break. Everyone gets into the festive season, but you guys carry on the day after Boxing Day, the 27th, with the last meeting, which will be the Christmas meeting for this year of 25. Rolling the 26th, mate. Pretty well mid-26, January 16, 17. You've got the Super Cup.
Yep. Yeah. So the Super Saloon series that goes around the South Island, and I think there's quite a few North Islanders that are doing it. I think they've combined the Extreme Dirt series from a few years ago and the Super Cup together as one show now. So I think it sounds like the Extreme guys and the Supercut guys are joined together and they're organising one sort of show. So yeah, we've got 2 rounds of that there, so that'd be cool. And I guess just back to our South Island stock car night, we've also, say on the same night, we've got our celebrity race again. So we've got Mike King and the crew coming to do the celebrity race again, which should be cool.
Cool. We'll have to do another special on that,
Yeah,
bloody,
get them back on again. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Case Muse.
Case Muse, you give a hard time. Yeah.
See his ass from
so
memory.
Mike King's, he's confirmed. Case Muse is back doing it again, and we're in the process. We've got quite a few celebrities that have joined. We've moved it to December to get away from the rugby season and things. So there's quite a few current rugby players and that are really keen to do it. So it should be really good. We're looking forward to releasing the names for that. So
Cool.
Awesome.
I understand. Craig Booker's flying down to be a celebrity for that as well. Cool. Go and fly down, represent. Go on.
I don't need to be smoked off the end by Mike King. Bloody hell.
Then you can fly back up for the modified champs in Wellington. Hey, but I see you got a fair bit going on. Street stock demolition. You got the Bennett triples, the derbies. You still got a pretty entertaining start, even though it's just a few meetings here and there at the start of 26, eh?
Yeah. So no, we've got quite a bit, and then I guess a bit light for that February sort of month because a lot of our drivers are away. So our class, like our street stock class, is really big at home. So they've got their sort of New Zealand's around that mid to late January in the Grand Prix. So we'll lose a lot of members to that, and then the New Zealand stock cars and things. So try not to compete too much with that. So we're a bit light through that. Beginning of February, but back into it late February and into March again.
Are you going to do the New Zealand street stocks, Matty?
Yes. Back in the car full time this year. So, be back in doing the New Zealand's again, which I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll be at the New Zealand Street Stock Champs this year. I'm going to be your pit reporter, so I'll pull you aside and have a quick word to you while we're down there, back in the seat again.
Yep, looking forward to it. Yeah, we've got the current one until NZ, if I'm doing it. So,
yes.
We'll be going up there to try and bring New Zealand champ home for the 3rd year in a row. Will be nice.
Wow. Hey, pressure's on Beachlands Speedway, I tell you.
Yeah.
We actually did some. We're looking through the facts, all the winners. It's been 6 years since a North Island car's been on the podium for the New Zealand street stocks. It's been a whitewash for 6 years in street stocks. So hopefully we can continue that this year, make it a 7th year. So it'll be
cool. Come on, you North Islanders. There's the challenge. Get up there. Make us proud. Come on, you Hawke's Bay boys.
Are you for real, mate? 6 years.
Yeah.
What the hell?
To be fair, one of those years was COVID, but we retained them. But
still,
it's been
So generally a North Island car hasn't got on the podium in the last 6 years. That's what you're saying, eh? What the hell?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that when that went to Auckland last year. I was thinking there's no way that North Island's going to let South Island dominate. And what happened?
Holy shit. Wow. I would never known that's a good little year. I'd never known that.
They might as well call the North Island the Aussies and the South Island the All Blacks for the Bledisloe, eh?
Oh, the North Island's got a lot of good cars now. Like there's heaps of good cars and heaps of good drivers now. So it's definitely anyone that wins that championship has earned it. It's not an easy thing to do. With the amount of good cars and drivers there are now, it's a very hard thing to do. So whoever does take it away will definitely deserve it. That's for sure. Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
I might have to wind things up, Kins, and get a North Island for #1 street stock shirt and wear that around the pits. And now they might put me aside.
Looking forward to doing the build up with that one, mate. That's going to be really, really, really cool. I'll tell you what, yeah. Okay, then we'll move on through to demos, the Bennett triples, March modifieds, Thunder Night 1 and 2, 27-28, mate.
Yeah, so we've been trying for a few years to get the modifieds back here. It's been, I think, 7 or 8 years since we've had modifieds race around our track. Working with one of the drivers, Braith, he's helping put it all together. And we've got it's the weekend before the modified invasion at Woodford Glen. So it sounds like we've got a few North Islanders coming down to compete in it. So yeah, we're looking forward to. This is the first time we've hosted this event, something new, and yeah, it should be really cool to see a good field of modifieds battling it out at Beachlands. Yeah, so it'll be good.
Yeah, it was a shame that the South Island, I think, and the Gold Rush or whatever was on during the restore, because otherwise they would have been with us on the tour at Beachlands.
That's
so
right,
yeah.
And then the season, dare I say, comes to an end April with the big class down there, street stocks, a couple of big nights, the big battles on, eh?
Yeah, no, it's our big meeting for the year. Yeah, the Battle of the Street Stock. So, yep, 30 cars on the track at once, all battling it out over 2 nights. So it's normally pretty hectic.
All right, mate, there's a lot of work that goes on. Obviously, there's heaps of work behind the scenes, but you can't do it. And I know you've done this for a long time, but there's all these people that are volunteers. I know some tracks I've spoken to will have numbers to well over 50, 60, 70, 80, but people just give up their time for the love of Speedway, eh?
Yeah. No, we're really lucky. Like, we've got a real dedicated crew of volunteers on race day, or track volunteers. They're all committed to coming back again, so they're all integral part of what we do. The committee, we've got a good committee, and they'll do wonders. So again, we're all volunteers. We're a voluntary run club, so no one gets paid any money. It's purely just give up your time to make it all work. But yeah, no, we're pretty proud of what we do here for being a small club. So we'll just continue battling on as we always do.
Yeah, mate. You can't do without the people who offer their time. It's their passion, love, no different to what we do here on our show. But there's also the integral part. Obviously, Custom Signs have been associated for some time, but you have other sponsors as well. So that is a real cool thing to have everyone on board. What else, mate? I know you are back in there full time on the street stock. What's the kids up to? The kids going to be doing a few laps as well?
Not sure. They're both growing up now, so they've got their working lives and saving for utes and all sorts of things. So probably see that.
I thought you were going to say saving for a house, but no, a car.
No, they get their car sorted first, and then they'll move on to their house. But so yeah, no, we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, look, I'm looking forward to getting back out and enjoying a bit of racing for a change.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. Anything else you've been doing in the off season? I suppose you don't have time with the multiple hats that you wear at the Speedway. Is there anything else that you do with yourself, Matt? Do you go and follow rugby, or you go fishing, hunting, or what do you do?
Nah, life's pretty much Speedway, so do that. Yeah, watch a bit of footy on TV and watch the rugby league, but yeah, that's pretty much about it.
You watch the NRL, obviously. So who you support in the NRL?
Painfully the Warriors. Yeah, have a long time. It's a love-hate relationship, but
keep that faith, mate. Keep the faith.
Yeah, one day it's got to.
They're still doing better than my team. Trust me, I'm at the bottom of the bloody table.
What is going on with your rabbits?
Oh, my rabbits are just, I don't know. They won a championship, and then they just turned to shit. I'll keep backing them, though, because you always back your team, don't you?
Oh,
you know, it's like the Hawkeyes are going to come back and win team champs this year, so, you know.
He did this last time when he had a break for a while from Palmy teams. He came back because I brought him back. And what happened? They bloody win, eh?
Yeah.
And then he comes back the following year with me. What happens here?
They win again.
They win again.
So there you go. See? Have a year off this year, and then boom. Bring on the Hawkeyes, eh?
100%.
I'll take a megaphone with me this time to sing out of.
Anything else you want to wrap it up with, Matt, before we let you go, mate?
No, just thanks to you guys for everything you do and allowing us small clubs like us to have a bit of a voice. So no, we appreciate that. And yeah, if anyone's out there that's never been, come and have a look at what we do. As I say, we are small clubs, but we do big things for what we do. So yeah, look forward to hosting any drivers that want to come race down here. And yeah, thanks for what you do.
Mate,
awesome.
Keep up what you do, as Matt. You're still there. You got a passion for it, obviously, and beachlandspeedway.co.nz. Check out the website, even their Facebook page. Give them a like and a follow. Keeps you up to date on everything going on. You can even get your tickets on the website as well. Memberships are now open. Everything you want. Oh, it's even got the weather forecast there, so you can get the heads up on everything. I tell you what, pretty exciting website. Big track shows the racing on the homepage. Go and give them a bit of a look up on beachlandspeedway.co.nz. Cheers, Matt, mate. Take care. Look after yourself and up the wires, eh, bro?
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Matty. We'll see you in Nelson.
Sounds good. Cheers.
Here we go. That's an interesting stat, isn't it? 6 years that a North Island car hasn't made the podium at the street stocks. That I thought, shit. I thought it was about 2 or 3. I didn't realise it was.
No.
Yeah.
I
wow.
didn't know that either. I thought he was playing a prank or something. But
they take it pretty serious now. It's a pretty big thing, the old streeties down there and in the South Island, eh, compared to here, you know. It's a bit like here where we're dominated in the super stock class, North Island to South Island, you know. The South Island dominates the street stock class. It's quite interesting how it works that way, eh?
Yeah, it is, you know. And I remember we did the build-up to the New Zealand street stocks and everything like that. And up in Auckland, we were like, okay, there's no way. But holy hell, even though there was weather that affected the event. And I see also thanks to Dave Thomas sent through a bit of an update on the years that the street stocks has been on fire winning. Fire one of those big skyrockets at the people on the dunes. Gonna make the move, Wayne Alton. Jackie Miller, Carlo Putaranui. Hey lads, very easy and easy for me. Lol. Someone buy my car. Fireball, Terry Smith, 29. And the good old, what's the Ford Anglia, right?
Yeah, Extermenza car. Yep,
that's the one.
Extermenza.
Yeah, what have we got here? Yep, heaps going on. All righty. Should we bring in the both of them at the same time, mate?
Yeah, mate, let's bring in these two fellas here. They'll be trouble. Here he is, Mr. Vazey. Oh, look, even put them on their logos in the right place too, Kins. There
you go.
Hey,
we're good, mate.
He's got his Beachlands bottle of beer there too.
I haven't had mine though, eh? I'm not a drunk. Mine's still closed, look.
Yeah, this too, you can see the lid on Paul's. I don't know Paul saw it before, Books, but show him what you done to yours.
Yeah, mine. I had to drink it to turn it into a lamp.
Oh, he's a bit of a bright spark, isn't he?
Yeah.
I like that.
Hey, look at that, eh? I mean, I'm technical. I bought the thing off Temu. $5.
$5. It's a tight ass, man. But it works. It bloody works. Hey, Paul and Lala, again, thank you both for jumping on and supporting our show every Wednesday. We appreciate that. And yeah, once again, thank you very much to the both of you.
Yeah, and welcome, mate. Great to be part of it, eh?
Cool, Les. Cool. I heard you boys got a couple of fossils on tonight. Ross Ashby, horses watching. He's got a new car now, eh?
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm sad but happy about that. I was in two minds, and I see his post the other day, and I put a post back up. I wrote it in there, Kins, but obviously I can't do shit on my phone. I need my computer. I do. And I said maybe Kokpit needs to buy a sticker spot on the car. Eh?
Okay, bro. Let's do that, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's give him some sponsorship money, put our little logo on there.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
We got $5, eh?
Yeah. We'll throw a bit more that way. What's been happening, Lala? You look pretty laid back, mate. You're man at leisure.
Yeah, just cruising, eh? Cruising, just getting going on. Not getting the cars ready. The kids are doing their own cars this year.
Yeah.
They've got Flynn working on them, and Kyle's put us together. Brendan's put us together. That Brendan's car's at the engine shop waiting for an engine. No, I think it's all in. It's got a little bit of plumbing, and the 23 engine's not far away, and 24 engines get some parts, and Caleb's new engines sort of will come after the 23. So yeah, they're organising it all themselves this year. I'm not doing bugger all, to be honest.
Yeah. How many in the team this year, mate, on the track?
4 cars and 5 drivers. So Kendall and Flynn will share.
Oh, okay.
If Kendall's not pregnant. So, if you talk to Flynn, when they're in England and on a honeymoon, I don't think anybody's allowed to interrupt them for the whole week. So.
I got to say too, Flynn spoke well on behalf of Ashton racing, mate, because congratulations on what you achieved at the recent SNZ Awards and everything like that. Mate, that bloody Flinny, he was dancing in the chair. He's just magic, mate.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Eh? He speaks pretty good. He's sort of
Oh, he's going to have to go and get one of his kids to come back and
Fix that. Yeah. Was he gone?
Oh, hold on. Is he back? Oh, no. Where is he going? Where you going,
I'll
Ola?
give. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Yeah, back. We're back, mate. We're just talking about young Flinny, yeah.
Yeah. No, he does pretty good. Eh? He sort of enjoys it. He's taken it to the bull by the horns with the cars this year, and yeah, it was good to sort of win something. Get back a little bit, and I mean the kids they do their own cars. They're all in the workshop, and I just sort of go along and keep an eye on them. And good for them to win something, you know. But they do put a lot of time and effort into them, you know. So good for that. Good for the sponsors and things like that. So yeah, was good. But like you fellas, you know.
Yeah.
When the media support, you know, it's good to share it around a bit and sort of get you back into the sport a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting us to win. I mean, Kins, he loves it, mate. You know, they called out our name. I was sitting there in shock. He was already up at the stage. He was doing selfies, you know, and
and that's where Flynn gets it from.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like brilliant. Oh, yeah, you're right. You know, we're no different to you guys. You're giving it to the sport. We've only pretty well new on the scene, just over 3 years. You guys have been doing this for decades. Like Horse alluded to it. Paul, what's happening in you world, mate? What's happening with the cars? Are still sitting this year? Will you bring it out in the classics or historics in years to come?
I just thought I'd start off with Horse. He's finally got himself one of those Rees rat rods.
And he was fast. He was fast in that bloody thing at Hutley. Never he's been. He's got on the podium quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. No, he's doing good, mate. Yeah. No, good luck to him.
It must be different for you though in this off season, Paul, not having to do anything. I mean, well, you probably got the mini stock you're sorting out, but not having the off season like normally, where you get in the car all sort of must be quite relaxing, is it, mate?
Oh, I'll tell you, mate. To be honest with you, it's a godsend for me because work's been real slow. Like the whole industry's been really slow. So it's a good thing I'm not racing because I probably wouldn't be able to afford to get out there, to be honest with you, just the way things are. But hopefully it all comes right. And yeah, we fix a few cars and we do a little bit. Keep in touch with the sport a bit, but it has been quite nice not to have any stress about it. All the only stress I've got is when my son wakes up, asking all the questions about his car. That's not happening fast enough for him. But he needs to get out of bed. He needs to get out of bed earlier and do some work himself, I think.
You still got the bus, or is that on the market?
Yeah, the bus is on the market. I've had a few guys interested in it. So if you want a deal, come and see us. I'm not firm on the price. Just come and see us and talk, and everyone knows who we are and knows the bus. So if anyone wants a good bus and a transporter, come and see us, and we'll see what we can do.
What about the car? What's that doing? Just chilling out in the shed, is it?
Don't really know. Lala's got that many bloody kids. We might have to throw one of them in there. maybe one of the grandkids. Darren, don't know. You don't know. Keep an eye out. See what happens.
Yeah, hard out. Darren Lapwood, hello Paul. Thanks for the photo. Stock car at Nelson Speedway. Mike Pugh's watching. How are you guys? How's my Ashton? Is it a hobby? How's
He's
my
probably
Ashton?
meant to say hoodie, I suppose.
Hoodie. It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie. Mike Pugh. You got the tattoo on his arm, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bloody old Mike up in Auckland. You want to ask him how's Billy's washing, mate? He used to fold all Billy Neal's washing for him.
There's a bloody name from in the past. Oh, Billy Neal, was it 96? I remember that, the old AVD days. Shit.
I remember a long time ago, mate, we were doing fundraising for the Auckland stock car team.
Yeah.
And we were doing the Yellow Pages books. And we were all looking for Mike. Where the hell's bloody Mike? Well, he was at Billy's while Billy was doing the Yellow Pages. I think Mike was at home folding his washing for him. What a
Oh,
crew man he was, eh? Dedicated.
dedicated, mate.
So have
Well,
you
that's-
sat? Oh, sorry, kids.
No, carry on.
I was going to say, so Lala, have you guys sat down and worked out what the season looks like for you? Where you're heading? What meetings you're going to do, or are you just going to play it by ear at the moment?
I'll try and do all the championship meetings, obviously. But like Paul said, like, you know, we're sort of both in the same industry, and it's certainly not all roses at the moment. So yeah, we'll just have to sort of play it by ear and see what ticks along, and just, you know, if work picks up and things like that, we have a bit of spare money, we'll go and do some more racing. But definitely want to try the North Islands at Kiki. Obviously, they'll be before Christmas, and then we've got those 3 meetings all in a row. You know,
Yeah.
It's going to be, I don't know, it is what it is, and the dates are the dates, and let's just go out and see what happens. You know, just hope there's no rain in any of them, and then doesn't roll over on the next one. You know.
Yeah, I suppose that's an issue, isn't it? Looking at it now, at how close everything is in that sector of area of it, isn't it? Like your North Island, your GP, your New Zealand's, and all the rest of it. You get a rain out, it's going to throw a real spanner on the works, isn't it? Because I think, and straight after that, it's the 240s or something too, isn't it? After the New Zealand, so
Yeah.
because they pushed that New Zealand's out a week.
Yeah, I mean, if it does that and rolls over on the 240s, doesn't it? You know, like, so it's a hard one, I suppose. You know, like Stratford got the GP, and they might be able to move that if it rains that week. You know, but like at the end of the day, the New Zealand's are the New Zealand's, aren't they? And that's what you sort of you strive to do. So let's hope it doesn't rain. You know. They've got the Monday, I think it's a holiday down in Wellington or something.
Correct. Yeah.
That might help them out a bit too, you know, or heavens forbid, do what Rotorua did a couple of 3 years ago and just keep going until it's done.
Yeah,
you know?
That's right. They did too. Yeah. I
Let's
remember
hope that doesn't happen, but
yeah.
It's horrible when you think of the Poms and that will be coming over for the 240s if it rains and it rolls over and squashes that meeting, or they put it out a week after that meeting, or you know, and then it gets closer to the teams and sort of, it's a snowballing effect, isn't it, with the old weather?
Yeah, well, with the Poms and the Dutch that get over here, they tend to have their weekend hit out prior to the big Palmy teams as a bit of a practice, whether it's in Auckland and something like that. So you're right, it's pretty well back to back to back, and you just got to hope Mother Nature does her little bit and we get all that racing. It's pretty well jammed up. And where do you schedule the stuff? It's going to be interesting times ahead, and we'll have to wait and see. The young fella back in the stock car, Paul, he'll be out and about again next season?
Oh, I think Bryce is having a year off, mate. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's had a few engine problems, and and with the young granddaughter, he's just trying to get on his feet again and get everything sorted, I think, which is cool, and I respect that 100%. And so by doing that's cool, and he's resetting, so that means we'll probably help him a lot more, you know, because it's showing a bit of maturity as when it comes to the family. So that's cool. Yeah, no, hey, maybe he might get a couple of drives in our car in the super stock. We'll see how we go. You know, it all comes down to that. But before we move on, talking about those bloody street stocks, I've got one of the top guys in Auckland that works for me, so I'm going to give him absolute raspberries. Young Corey, he's been doing bloody well. So I'll be tuning him up, mate, because if he's running our name on his car and they're not getting on the podiums, I'm going to be asking him for some money back. If he gets on the podium, he'll want twice as much, probably. That'll be whatever.
But that's something, and you guys have been around in the sport for a long time. You know, for a class, they would be pretty well unheard of.
That's unreal, isn't it?
It is.
I never knew that myself.
No.
And obviously it hasn't been mentioned at work either.
but we did the build up to the NZ Streeties up there in Auckland. We thought there's no way a Southern is going to continue the dominance. They bloody did all right. It's like, what the hell? Oh, you ask yourself around the North Island, what the hell, boys and girls? It's like, shit. Top guys of Speedway, Jane Spuckrill is in the chat today, so giving recognition to you two gentlemen. We're all good, Sharon. Hope you're going well down there. Murray Vincent. He's an old name from the good old
There's
Huntley
bloody old
days.
name.
Yeah. Buttonhead. The nicknames come out. Two top blokes. What else we got here? Vazey. How's Mark Smith?
Mark Smith.
Yeah, that's what he's got here, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen
From
him for a
IQ.
while now.
Oh,
I ran into him at a pub in town here, probably quite a few months ago, but I haven't seen much of him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So have you got any plans, Paul, to go to any big meetings just to watch this season, or are you just going to play it by ear as well? Or are you going to go work on the cars in the pits with Lala and help the Ashton family out, or what's going on? Are you going to be taking your boy everywhere?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, you won't keep us away from the Speedway. We'll be there somewhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll be following the young fella Carl around, trying to get him going as well. And with Lance and all his crew, that's going to keep me busy. It's probably going to be busier than what I used to be. I might have to get the car back out there. But with young Flynn, with the energy he's got, mate, you got to see that young kid is going to go a long way. The energy he's got, if half of that comes out on the track, shit, we're all going to be twin spanners, mate. The whole lot of us.
So what will be you and Lala standing on the just going?
Oh, I tell you what, Lala and I would have been exactly the same when we were that age. But just when you get to our age and you've been there and done it for so long, and the commitment and all the rest of it, it does fizzle out over the years. I've got to admit it. And when you see someone that's just starting their career, and to see the passion, it's heartwarming. Like when young Flynn comes to work and sits down and he's telling us what he's up to, when he leaves, it's just a breath of fresh air. That like everyone in the room is just like, holy shit, this guy's away, mate. He's on. This guy's on. and you go away and you feel quite useless, to be honest.
Does he keep you in check too, eh, Lala?
Yeah, he does. He's pretty good. He's sort of he had to go working for our engine builder, and he sort of really liked that, but the travel was a bit much. And then we sent him up the pools. The pools sort of teach him to weld and things like that. And then he started back at work, and he was working with Kyle in the sign shop, and he sort of doesn't really know where he wanted to go. And then we went to England with Caleb last year, and him and Carl Hawkins took a bit of a shine to each other, and they built an engine on the dirt floor. And me and Dean, the guy that we took with us, pit crew guy, we were working on a car inside the workshop at Frankie's, and we had this engine start up. Door with a spanner, and he goes, "See that, Dad? It's all go." I said, "It's not even in the case." No, we start up on the dirt floor. No water, no oil, It's put it in the car. He sort of, I don't know, he sort of turned a bit of a switch over there when we were there, and he's come back, and he's got a lot to learn, but he's learning every day. Like he's put the 23 car back together all by himself. We're just sort of like, we'll give him a lift with the diff and things like that. But and he got a few nuts and bolts around the wrong way. But hey, like he's done it all, and he's saved up a bit of money. He's going back down in this year to give Todd a hand, and I think it's more to keep an eye on Todd and make sure he gets his sister pregnant so that he can drive.
He'll be dropping fertility drugs in Todd's drink.
Yeah, putting those blue pills in there probably. Like he's pretty out there when it comes to that sort of thing. He sort of doesn't pull any punches, Yeah. I can't really tell you what he says to him on the show, You could imagine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could imagine what comes out of that young man's mouth. Dylan's watching. Dylan Ashton, Golden Oldies on the cards. Yeah, Golden Oldies. Maybe one day. Muddy Goodley, how are you? Paul Owen. What do we got here? Oh, Sam's in there watching. Hey, Sam. Good to catch up the other day.
Here's Todd. Todd's put how much you going to pay me, Flynn Ashton?
Oh, shit.
He should be paying me.
It'd be interesting. Hey, just from Mike Johnson, Paul, what was your favourite track, Paul?
My favourite track? Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. It might have been one of the South Island ones, to be honest with you.
Oh, there you go.
It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't the first night. That's for sure. No, I don't know. Yeah, favorite track probably to race on.
Yeah.
Old Gisborne might have taken over that. I'd say of the last few meetings we did down at Gisborne, shit, I've never been so bloody fast. That and Cromwell was fast, real fast.
Yeah.
When you're going fast, you enjoy it.
And
As long as you don't
Gisborne
hit
holds a
anything.
special place, doesn't it, mate? I mean, there's no one else even takes out their own wing with their wheel, do they? So.
No, I'll tell you what, I would say, yeah, after all the years, Gisborne was definitely with that bank track and that, because I hadn't done that bank track for a while, and then when I did, you couldn't get me away, even though it was so far away for me to travel to. I thoroughly enjoyed it, mate, and the people down there were just amazing. So, no, it was grouse, real good.
Awesome,
Yep.
mate. Actually, while we've both got you here too, and you guys have been around sports in multiple ways, as supporters, drivers, obviously, we all know that. There was an interesting conversation at the SNZ AGM, and I'll just get your opinions on this. Concussion is quite a big thing these days, and I know you got kids in the sports as well, young kids. We touched on Flynn coming through. You got your young fella in mini stocks. How serious do our drivers, their families, crews need to take this, Lala, because it's quite a serious thing, isn't it? Concussion. It's not the good old she'll be all right type of attitude, isn't it now? It's totally different. It's changed compared to your guys' days.
Totally changed. It's a hard one. People have got to take some responsibility for their actions. It's hard to do and hard to say. But for instance, if like back in our day, you go out and hit somebody, you come back in, and we didn't really know what a concussion was. You know what a knockout was, but not a concussion,
Yeah.
These days it's there, we know. So like it's little things like Caleb did some teams racing for Auckland a couple of years ago, and he hit a car from the mount pretty good, like pretty square, and coming on just asking him a few questions. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I come up on real quick. I wasn't too sure what he was going to do, so I just cracked him. I said, yeah, good on you, couple of minutes later, oh yeah, so who was it? Oh, it was number 16, so you can remember. He probably thought I was a dick for asking him those questions, but if he come up to me and says, oh, I can't remember, well, then you're not going to go back out.
Yeah.
It's something we have to do as people. You can go to the nurse now and get a sign off for a concussion and go back racing, after teams or whatever, but I think it's something that team managers maybe and other people have to sort of take note, like the team manager knows what you like, like if you're sort of full on and swearing and cursing and throwing your toys out of the cot because you got beat, and then the next race you got beat, you come in and you're all nice and quiet and just want to put your car on the trailer, there's something wrong, but as drivers, we've also got to take that on as not being picked on or anything, but somebody's caring about you, Somebody comes up and says, don't go out the gate. You think you've been knocked out. Think about it, because these people know, they've seen hits. We've been around a long time. We've seen big hits. We've seen little hits. Sometimes the little hits hurt more than the big hits. It's just angles, but you've also got to be man enough, the person in the seat, to say, I don't want to do it, like I always look at Jason Long, top of his game, done everything, played rugby, told, watch out, you've had concussions and all that. Didn't get out of the sport, got out of the class, jumped into a super saloon, still enjoying it, still doing it, like he could have just ignored the doctors and gone back out, and where would he be today? You don't know. Like nothing may have happened, but something could have happened,
Yeah.
So, and big ups to him. And we've got to look at that a bit more in our sport.
Okay.
It's sort of, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do it properly, you know.
You got much more to add to what Lala said, Paul?
Yeah, I'm definitely a true supporter of the clubs. The clubs need to do something themselves. Like, as in, I believe they should have some sort of old mentors, not us two old buggers, but some mentors of their clubs, their own clubs, need to talk to these mini stock kids, because when you look at all these classes that are running now, I would say 90% of these mini stock kids are going through all the different classes, and they're all going, like in the super stocks and the stock cars, they're all going for the biggest hits and all the rest of it. But they have no idea, like we do now. And the only reason we have an idea is because I've probably had 600 concussions over the years and not done anything about it. But it is very, very much on the forefront now for us old buggers looking in, and we know how much it affects the families and the individuals themselves, not just in Speedway, but in their life to follow. So if I could add something to what Lala is saying, I believe the clubs should get together. Like, it doesn't have to be a committee job. They could assign someone to just have a talk to these kids before the season starts or during the season, and just say to them, listen, you're not a wuss, or you're not anything. If you speak up and say, shit, that one hurt and I don't feel right, that might be the difference of you doing it next season or not doing it at all. So I'm a true supporter. I've always said to my boys, if you're hurt, you don't need to go out the gate because it's only one race. All right. So if you think you need to do that last race to jeopardize the rest of your career, then you go out that thing, and that might be the end of it. So, like when you see guys like Jace that had the courage to do what he did at the end, you got to take your hat off to them. And these young kids need to realise that you got a choice of life, and your career could be a very long, successful career if you manage to avoid all these concussions and all the rest of it. But shit, if you go back and have a look, the odds are you're going to be in a crash somewhere along the line, whether you're in a contact class or not. Even the midgets and the TQs and all that are flipping over and all the rest of it. We need, as old statesmen of the sport, we need to be smart about it and get real, because that's the way of the living. And we need to talk to these people and just alliterate the fact that it could be the difference of them, not just their racing, it could be the difference of their life, their livelihoods, their jobs, their family, being able to spend time with them. So I'm all for, as a sport, that we do something with these clubs, and we talk to the clubs, and it doesn't take bugger all time to just mention to these drivers. And it doesn't have to be the young ones, it could be the whole bloody club at a drivers meeting or something. But just reiterate the fact that if you're not feeling well, don't go out the gate. It's as simple as that. I've done it myself, and I regret it, because I'm feeling the toll myself later on in life. And I'll tell you, I won't be able to win any running races, but I might be able to keep up with Lala. But but yeah, what he said, 100% right behind him. So yeah, that's my point.
I think that's actually a good idea. I mean, we sat there at the AGM, and there was a remit that was put forward that that if they had an official or the clerk of the course or someone like that was in the middle and saw someone get a big hit, that they thought they weren't right, they could go up to them and say, hey, you need to go get a clearance before you can race again, just as a precautionary thing. And it sort of got turned down a bit because they're saying who would decide it, and then there was a miscommunication over they're not qualified to give it, but it wasn't about giving it and giving a clearance. It was about taking that decision away from that person that says I'm okay and wants to go out the gate, by just saying, right, we're not going to let you back on until you get a clearance for your next one, because it's obviously a big hit, because we see that so often. But then I think about what you just said, Paul, and I think, well, we don't really need the remit. We just need each club to take responsibility and maybe do a mentorship through it, and because education is always a thing that helps everyone move forward, isn't it? And if you're telling these young kids at that start, listen, this is how it works, it's eventually got to feed through properly, and we can also have those mentors looking at all the race and go up to someone even in the stock car class. It was like, hey mate, look, you shouldn't really go back out, And if that's someone of respect and a higher up that's been there for 20 years, 30 years, they're going to go, oh, okay, maybe I'll think of, take it seriously. And that's what we need is just that, get away from that He-Man, oh, I'll be right. That Kiwi attitude, that she'll be right attitude for the Kiwis, We've got to get away from that because, mate, concussion, it can kill.
What you're saying is dead right, but what we don't want to do is we don't want to have one individual stopping people from winning their championships or going in that race. So I totally agree with that. What I am saying is we just need them to be aware. So if they're not feeling well, and their crews, all right? So if you talk to Lala, he will tell you as well, when we raced our cars for all our years, the people that know us best as drivers is our own crew, all right? So everyone that's racing the car will have a crew, whether it be their mum or dad, brother, sister, whoever, best mate. All right. I know that Lance had, he had Dean around him. And if Lance wasn't looking too sharp, Dean would lean in the window and say, bro, you're all right, whatever. Or look at us and say, hey, I'm a bit worried about Lala. He's this is just about every race, but anyway. But if you hear me out, what I'm saying is, as a club, they need to talk to these crews, like the not just the driver, but the crews, and they need to make people aware that their driver's not 100%. And if they do that, we might save lives. That's all I'm saying.
It could be as simple as making up a list of questions you ask a driver as a crew member, couldn't you, after a race to like they do a concussion test, they just ask questions, don't they? It's like Lala said, he asked his boy, who was that you hit, what happened there? And it was just simple questions that you knew in yourself because that's your son, that you're the crew, that's your driver, that if they answered that wrong, that you would know, So it might be easy educating the crews to say, hey, the questions to ask them that you would know if that one was wrong. How about put that into practice after a race,
I tell you, mate, like being in the sport as long as most of the crews will know their drivers. Like I'm telling you. All right. I know what my boy's like when he's racing. I know if he's 100% or he's not. I know if he hasn't, but he's slept all night. He's been up on that gaming machine before we go racing. You know these things. And I'm telling you, if you know that your driver's not 100% and he's going out there because he's just been in the race before and he shouldn't be out there, then you need to say something. All right. And we don't want to do this the wrong way to stop people achieving what they want to achieve, or is it? Because at the end of the day, your heart and soul is in that car. There is nothing like it, all right? And the amount of money you spend and time and effort, no one needs that ripped away from them because some individual has made a wrong call. So I believe there is no individual, personally, like one individual that should make that call. I believe the people around each individual that raced that car, they have a responsibility as a crewman to go and help that person for a start. So they need to be responsible for helping. And we're not putting the emphasis on them, but what we're doing is using them as a tool to help that person if they're being concussed. Only the concussions and the injuries around like that. But that's a start. I believe that's the best start rather than having one person in an ambulance making the call when you've got so many competitors at the track. Shit, someone could stub their toe in the pits and that ambo could be busy, So it's just, we're better off to put that emphasis back on the drivers and their crews, I believe. That's my personal view. But I think it's a start for Speedway New Zealand to look at.
Cool.
But the drivers themselves also need to take responsibility.
Definitely.
If your pit crew comes up and says, Paul, what did you drive to the wrong trailer for? Right? Yep. So then Paul goes,
happened.
Yeah, I know.
Regularly.
Yeah, we've got to guide you in. But as a driver, you've also got to take that on the shoulder or on the chin that night, and say, well, okay, my pit crew said this, or Paul said that, or Booker's walked through, or Kinser's walked through and said, you're not right, something's not quite right, you know. And if somebody says that,
is Internet's playing up. Tell all your family to get off the Wi-Fi, Lala. They're interrupting your service.
Fucking game, probably.
but you guys are right. And I know we could sit and talk right in depth on this because it's the knowledge that you used to come with. And you have lived the sport for a long time. You both have had your little part in the sport where you've been knocked around a lot more than some would have. And you're right, because these young kids these days think they're bloody bulletproof, but people need to start talking to them, look after them and nurture them. It's no different to any other sports that boys and girls are playing. When you take a look at rugby or rugby league, there's the HIA and the stuff now, and they're assessing them. So, but you are right. You got to put the onus back on the driver, back on their crews and their loved ones, because they've got to be around for the future. They've got lives to live. They've got to have their family. Like Lala saying, Todd, hurry up, Todd. Got to have kids and all this shit. But there's all that.
Talk about servicing. Where are they?
We could be here all night. Helen Ashton, top brother-in-law. Lala, top man. Vazey, they're all good buggers. They're all good. What do we got here? Shane Marshall, Brendan Jones, Nick Monk getting all geared up to show Dan Pollock the wall. Legends, real family men. Tyson Wooten. Top blokes, HIA. Yeah, you're right there, Carlo. Who else we got here?
A lot of people talking about the passion thing. Obviously, it's on the mind of a lot of people. So let's hope that at some point everyone moves forward in education with that. But it seems a lot of people are very on the same wavelength as both of you are talking about it. So I suppose it's something, if the more we talk about it, maybe something happens, So I'm glad that you guys spoke about that. It was very, very informative from my point of view anyway. And also just like to thank both of you for coming on board with us for this upcoming season, TWS and Vazey Engineering. They both supported us over the last couple of years anyway. Paul has donated so much stuff to our auctions. And his wife has tried to buy it back, which is awesome. That's worked out brilliantly in our auctions. And of course, Lala, when we said to him the first time we'd like to be on our jackets, he didn't hesitate. So we thank you both, and we appreciate it. And we feel very privileged to have both of you as our main sponsors to help us out this season. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, well, I've got you.
Oh, we've lost his internet.
Auction night this Friday night.
Pardon?
Sorry, what was that?
On again.
Yeah.
But you're back now, right?
Yeah, we're away. Now, Todd's running an auction night Friday night.
Yes.
To raise funds to go to England. I think there may be gate or door sales. Not 100% sure. Kendall was saying today that they've sold quite a few tickets. So I would say there'll be door sales. But if you can't make it to the auction, and you've got my phone number, or you've got Mark Dickey's phone number, or Kendall or Todd's phone number, you want to bet on something, or Paul's number, just give us a ring, and while the auctions are on, I'll see if Kendall's going to put a timeline up of when maybe the auctions will be.
We'll just sell it anyway. We'll sell it 3 or 4 times over. No problem.
Okay.
Well, I watched him last night on the Pits Media with Jace, and Todd did say that in the next couple of days he was going to put up a list of things that were going to be auctioned off, and if you have a mate or someone to ring them, and they'll take the bids from people on phones as well. So cool. we were asked to come and live it, but it just unfortunately just wasn't in my budget to get me there to come and live it for them. So I would normally, but I just haven't got it in the budget at the moment to be travelling just yet. So if you can't make it, get the phone numbers, send them a message on Facebook, get their phone number, and then watch Todd's page, Todd's personal page. He said he was going to put up a list of the items. He went through quite a bit of stuff last night. There's some pretty fantastic things up for auction. You can get a ride in his car, drive for the night at Bay Park, and that's your license paid, all the gear supplied. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing to bid on. There's fishing charters and all sorts.
I might bid on that one myself and show him how fast that car can go.
We'll buy one each, Lala.
You reckon? Yeah. You'll have to do one race. I can do the other, and the fast.
I'll go.
Third one.
I'll go on Horse's new rat rod, and we'll be away.
You won't get 3 races.
And I believe too, on a serious note, they're looking for donations of cots, bathing clothes, mittens.
Yeah. Otherwise, otherwise the siblings can't race because the wife will start buying all donations taken.
Oh, shit, I love it. This is fun. Look, gentlemen, look, it's been a pleasure to have you two back on and join our show. Like Booker said, our sentiment is thank you for jumping on board and supporting our show for the season ahead. And no doubt we'll catch up for a couple of Coca-Colas and whatnot in the pits somewhere along the track, eh?
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
And well done on your
Yeah, I'm coming
awards.
to the battle, mate. I'm coming down the battle with you guys. Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, you're back on it, Paul.
I've had such a hard month, Lala. You know that, so I'm just going to have a.
What was it? It was supposed to be dry July and.
Can't remember. September's coming
That's
up.
Brilliant.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And he needs to drink out of a straw now. He hasn't had one for a month.
On the
Awesome.
zeros.
Zeros. Yeah, that's me. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it, eh?
Yep. Congratulations on your award too for best media support, boys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we won your one too that you sponsor. That's this one here.
Yeah, that's right. Kendall gave it to us. Yeah.
Might have been a bit of insider trading, maybe, eh?
Yeah, you'll start the rumour now. Holy snap and duck shit. Here we are.
God help you. Yeah.
Yeah. We gave William Humphreys a phone call. He sorted that one out because he sponsored the other one. And we rang you up, mate. We rang you up. No one knows. Oh, shit. Now they do. But anyway.
It cost Ken William a lot of money for you fellas to win those awards.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much, eh? Take care, eh? See you later.
Okay.
Awesome.
No
Thanks,
worries,
Steve.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. Oh, good fun. Good fun, kids.
It was fun, and then it got real in regards to the serious note of the concussion, which is, I tell you what, I hope everyone took something on board from those two.
Oh, look,
I hope so.
Yeah, but judging on the comments, people really paid attention to what was said by Paul and Lala, and that's really good because the more we talk about it, the more things might happen, and maybe less serious injuries we see.
Oh, I think it's a good thing. Maybe it's a kind of production series they need to do from these experienced drivers that have been around for a long time, and they know what it's about, and they're all got families and everything like that. So if that's some way we can kind of really get the message out, don't ring us SNZ, please, Lani, don't ring Booker. What you want us produce these little video snippets, but if that's what we got to do, we got to do it.
Yeah,
it's
100%. Yeah. There's no. No, we love our sport and we want to see everyone get smashed and crashed and that, but we don't want to see people get hurt. It's that simple. But yeah, look, another great show, great team with us. Thankful for that. Matty Stewart also, wish him the best of his street stocks this year and their season at Beachlands Speedway. It was just a great night. I really enjoyed myself tonight, and we'll see what we come up with next week. I think I've got a couple of tracks lined up from the South Island for next week. So yeah, I appreciate everybody joining us tonight, Kins, and giving their comments and their feedback.
Have you got heaps of beanies left over, or they're all gone tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I've got to go through the comments to see who wants to. If you wanted that beanie, you better message me. I think there's a couple there. I've got about 40. I think I thought, maybe. I buy 20 of them, 30 of them just to trial them. But yeah.
That's all good. Look, everyone, enjoy the rest of your week. Be careful out there with some of the weather traveling around, but otherwise, hope you had fun like us two did. And thanks again to Vazey Engineering Supplies Limited, TWS Technical Welding Services, all in Lala. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Back next week, Wednesday.
Thanks, team. See ya.
Bye.
Holy snap and duck shit.
My good mate from Bub and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot now.